War. The very word evokes images of valor, heroism, and sacrifice. We picture soldiers in uniform marching bravely into battle, fighting for their country and their comrades. History books often glorify war, highlighting victories and downplaying the true cost. But what is the reality behind these romanticized notions? The truth about war is far more complex and disturbing than any Hollywood film or patriotic song can convey. It is a brutal, chaotic, and dehumanizing experience that leaves an indelible mark on all those who touch it. This essay aims to unveil the true face of war, exploring its devastating impact on individuals, families, and societies. We will delve into the psychological and physical scars left on soldiers, the immense sacrifices made by their loved ones, and the long-term consequences that ripple through generations. Through historical examples and personal stories, we will shed light on the often overlooked aspects of this human tragedy. By understanding the true nature of war, its causes, and its enduring repercussions, we can strive to create a world where dialogue and diplomacy prevail over violence and destruction. For only by confronting the uncomfortable truths can we hope to break the cycle of conflict and build a more peaceful future. Wars rarely erupt out of thin air. They are often the culmination of deep-seated tensions, fueled by a complex interplay of political, economic, and social factors. At the heart of many conflicts lies a struggle for power, be it control over territory, resources, or ideology. Political ambition, fueled by nationalism, imperialism, or a desire for expansion, has driven countless nations to war. Economic interests, such as securing access to vital resources or markets, also play a significant role. Ideological clashes, rooted in differing religious beliefs, political systems, or ethnic identities, can further exacerbate tensions, leading to violence and bloodshed. Propaganda, often used to demonize the enemy and stir up nationalist sentiment, further obscures the true motives behind war. It paints a simplistic narrative of good versus evil, masking the complex realities and human cost of conflict. Understanding the root causes of war is crucial to finding peaceful solutions and preventing future tragedies. The physical wounds of war are often the most visible, but it is the invisible scars that run deepest. Soldiers thrust into the crucible of combat witness horrors unimaginable to most. They endure relentless fear and the loss of comrades and the constant threat of death or disfigurement. The psychological toll of war can be devastating. Many soldiers suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, haunted by flashbacks, nightmares, and crippling anxiety. The guilt of taking a life, the moral dilemmas faced in the heat of battle, and the struggle to reconcile their actions with their values can leave lasting psychological wounds. The dehumanizing nature of war, where soldiers are trained to kill and survive in a world stripped of normalcy, can shatter their sense of self. Returning to civilian life can be a jarring and isolating experience, as they grapple with the invisible wounds of war and struggle to find their place in a society that cannot fully comprehend their experiences. Section 4. Echoes of Battle. History is replete with examples of the devastating impact of war on soldiers. From the trenches of World War I to the jungles of Vietnam, countless men and women have returned from battle forever changed. The lost generation of World War I, scarred by the horrors of trench warfare, struggled to find meaning in a world shattered by conflict. The Vietnam War left an indelible mark on a generation of American soldiers, many of whom faced social stigma and a lack of support upon returning home. These experiences are not confined to a bygone era. The wars in Iraq and Afghanistan have produced a new generation of veterans grappling with the invisible wounds of battle. Their stories serve as a stark reminder that the psychological and emotional scars of war can linger long after the guns have fallen silent. Section 5. Beyond the battlefield. The impact of war extends far beyond the battlefield, reaching deep into the homes and hearts of families and communities. While soldiers face the horrors of combat, their loved ones endure their own silent battles on the home front. Wives, husbands, children, parents, and siblings live with the constant fear and uncertainty of having a loved one in harm's way. The emotional strain of separation, the worry for their safety, and the possibility of receiving that dreaded knock on the door can take a heavy toll. For families of those killed or permanently injured, the war leaves an unfillable void. They must navigate the complexities of grief, loss, and readjustment while honoring the sacrifice of their loved ones. The ripple effects of war on families can last for generations, impacting family dynamics, mental health, and future generations.